Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May all who be here find peace. May they root into their deepest, truest self. May they find joy and gratitude for their life. Thank you for joining me today. Hi, I'm Kay. Every Sunday at 6 o'clock, I try to create some space where we can come and meditate together. So thank you for tuning in. Let's begin. Close your eyes. Notice the flow of breath in your body. Notice how you hold your shoulders. Notice how your lungs are moving, how the breath enters or leaves you. Feel your face relax, your jaw relax. And quietly observe how the prana, the life force, enters and leaves your body. Does it feel even? Does it feel balanced? Can you allow yourself to float on the breath, to ride it like a surfer rides a wave? Can you feel your breath deepen and even out so it feels like a steady flow? And what kind of noise does your breath make? What do you hear? And as you breathe, bring your focus down into the middle of your chest, the heart center. And with each inhale, feel this space right in the middle start to grow bigger. Feel it expand. Visualize, or even if you can, sense like there's this glowing ball of energy that's reaching further and wider. With each breath, feel your spine growing taller, your body expanding, taking up a little bit more space. Today we're going to explore this idea of what's called surrender. So surrender is not a word that I think is used a lot in contemporary American culture, at least. And when it is, surrender tends to have a bit of a negative connotation, like, oh, I give up, I give in. But when we talk about entering a surrendered state, from a more spiritual meditative aspect, what we're talking about is reaching a place internally where we let go. We let go of all of the things that we're trying to do, the people we're trying to evolve into being, the things we strive for, and all the tension we carry. We let all that shit go. And by entering a state of surrender, we become open to the bigger picture of life. We become open to that flow of cosmic energy that dances through us daily. So I want us to try and explore that today. Can we enter that state where we give up trying, we give up perfecting, we give up trying to do right, and instead, let's become wildly joyful at being where we are. So join me, do this with me. You can close your eyes if you'd like, you can look down at the ground if that feels better. And just silently say to yourself, I'm letting go. I'm giving up. I'm letting go of all my scheming and planning and doing, fixing, hiding, making, taking, breaking, wielding. I'm letting all that go. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just gonna be open to that which is, rather than that which I would like to be. Allow yourself to enter a state of wild abandon. And if letting go fully is something that's difficult for you, hey, you're not alone. All of us struggle with it in some way. It's part of our nature as humans. We're doers. But we also have had experiences of surrender. Like when you've worked so hard, physically, mentally, emotionally, maybe at your job, maybe at the gym, maybe with a child, whatever. And you literally can't do anymore and you just let go. When you take a next breath and you try to hold it and you can't hold it anymore and you just let go and the breath flows out and flows in. That's surrender. When we grab hold of something and hold our arm out for as long as we can until it shakes and eventually drops. That's surrender. Why are you trying so hard? Why do you want so much to be something different than you already are? So listen to your breath, observe your breath, and with each exhale, just silently say to yourself, I'm letting go. I'm fully letting go. And as you do that, I'm just going to share a little story. This morning, I was outside walking my dog, and I was singing, because I like to sing. I used to sing professionally. I was a music theater actor. That's what I studied in college. And I was singing a song from a musical movie that's out right now on Netflix called The Prom. And I was like, I think I'd be more comfortable singing this an octave down. And I was really curious about what notes I was hitting, so I looked it up on my phone. I was like, whoa, I'm hitting some seriously low notes. And side note, when I was in college studying to be a music theater actor, man, I wanted to be a tenor. I wanted to have the highest vocal register because those are the people who work most, make the most money. And so I convinced myself I was a tenor. And then after college, I finally accepted the fact that I was probably a baritone, the middle vocal range. But as I was singing this morning, I'm like, whoa, I am so comfortable in this lower register, and these notes are really low. So just to go check my memory, I kind of just quickly Wikipedia'd what is the vocal range for a bass versus what is the vocal range for a baritone, bass being the lowest. And the notes I was hitting were at the bottom range of what a bass would normally sing. And the top range was kind of my top range for what a bass would sing. And I was like, holy shit. For many years of my adult life, I tried and held on and squeezed so hard, literally and figuratively, right, to hit those high notes. I was a tenor. I'm a tenor. I'm a tenor. I'm going to sing that high part. And then you let go and you suddenly realize, oh, I'm a bass. That might sound silly or stupid, but it's a perfect example of, for my life, how things like that have happened over and again. Like, for many years, I wanted to be straight because I thought that was better. And then I let go into something that was much better for me because it was who I really am. And similarly with this exploration of my voice today, I was like, I'm a bass. That's kind of sexy, those deep, rich, low notes. Heck yeah. Well, that's sexy. But for so long, I didn't want to be a bass. And so for so long, I fought it. And I can't tell you how many endless hours I spent in music rehearsal rooms doing vocal exercises, trying to develop my top range because I thought that's who I needed to be. And it never worked out. It just caused a lot of stress, a lot of unneeded stress. Trying so hard to be something I wasn't. And today, when I said that to myself, I might be a bass, it was like my whole body tingled. It was like, oh, it was good. It was really good. It felt really good. And that moment of surrendering to what was felt so right. Felt so good. Felt so powerful and juicy and tingly and lovely. That's the power of letting go. Fighting, resisting, trying to be something different. Didn't make me happy, it just made me tense. I wasn't very good at being a tenor. I wasn't that good at being a baritone either. singing that song in a lower register, man, my voice sounded resonant. It felt good. It felt good in a way singing it hasn't felt good in a long time. So why do we fight? Why the fuck do we try so hard to make ourselves into something different than we are? And that's not to say that we shouldn't put in the hours and put in the hard work and try and develop and change, because you should, right? The effort has to be there. But the effort should be balanced with a deep acceptance of what is. And there's a term for that. It's called santosha. It means contentment. Santosha. Put in the work to grow, do your best, but be wildly contented with where you are. And wildly accept yourself where you are, accept circumstances for what they are. Yeah, make change. Try to improve, try to help the world be a better place. But come from a place of deep acceptance. So with that story in mind, how can you let go even more right now? As you breathe into your middle, how can you feel yourself untying the knots that are keeping you bound? How can you feel yourself surrendering that tightness around how you should meditate or how you should be or how you should live? What if you just gave up fighting and relaxed into your true self? What would happen? When I would teach physical yoga classes and we'd end with people in Shavasana laying on the floor, I would sometimes say something along the lines of, gravity's got you. You're not gonna float away because you stop trying to be rooted to the earth. And conversely, the floor is holding you up. You're not gonna get pulled in by gravity and sink through the floor suddenly. The floor's got you. What if you just gave up control and accepted that the earth's gonna hold you and that there's nothing you need to do to deserve it? So right here, right now, what if you shrug off your doership? Let go. And be free. Keep following your breath. Keep riding the wave of the inhale and exhale. You've got this. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Om. 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 As we finish up this meditation, feel yourself setting down heavy baggages that you don't need to carry anymore. Feel yourself dropping whatever you no longer need to carry. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with what is. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy lives to sit and center with me. It's a pleasure to get to be here with you. And if you ever have any requests for a specific meditation or any questions about how things are going for you, please always feel free to reach out. Let me know. Always happy to chat and to connect. And maybe make your question or experience, we can make it a topic of our next class or next video. So if there's nothing else that we need to talk about today, I'm just going to say thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be here. Again, I'm Kay. Thanks for being here at Ecstatic Self. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Namaste.